Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing two looks for you. This look was inspired by Nicki Minaj and Beyonce from their latest video, Feeling Myself. I love that music video, so I had to try and recreate the look for you guys. So this is the look. If you want to see how I got it, then continue to watch. Let's do this. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually prep my skin before I apply my foundation. So I already did that off camera, and I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation. Today I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation, and I apply it all over, and then I go in with a beauty blender sponge to apply. I love this foundation because it's medium and it's also buildable. Now I'm going to move on to brows. So I'm going to focus on the Nicki Minaj look first, and I'm going to do my brows, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil. This one is in the shade dark brown. Then I'm going to go in with some concealer that is a couple shades lighter, just to make my brows look more defined and clean them up a bit. And I did one eye off camera. Next, I'll be taking the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is one of my favorite primers. It's just going to prevent my eyeshadow from creasing up, and it's going to make it last longer. So I apply it all over the eye. Then I'm going to go into the MAC Eyeshadow Sienna, and I'm just going to, no, not Sienna. This is MAC Saddle Eyeshadow, and I'm just going to pop that into the crease using the MAC 224 brush. I'm just carving out my crease with that. And then I'm going to go into this dark brown eyeshadow. Not exactly sure of the name, but I will list it in the description bar down below. And I'm going to take an angle brush and try to create somewhat of a cut crease, because I feel like Nicki Minaj had a cut crease look going on with her eyeshadow. So I'm going to create a cut crease, and then I'm going to go back in with that same 224 brush, and I'm just going to blend it out so it doesn't seem so harsh. Taking the eyeshadow Caramel by Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm just going to place that right above the crease using the Sigma E40. Then I'm going to go back into the MAC Warm Neutral palette, and I'm going to grab this light shimmery color, and I'm going to use my concealer brush to apply this on the eyelid. I love using this brush for this purpose because it just helps to pack on the eyeshadow because it's a synthetic brush. So I'm just going to apply that all over the eyelid and not going above the crease, and as you can see, I kind of extend it out a bit. Then I'm going to go back into with my MAC 224 brush just to make the crease look a little bit more defined. And then next I'm going to go ahead and apply a liner. So Nicki Minaj had a serious wing liner, so we're going to go for a very dramatic wing liner, and I like to use the liner brush to begin with, and then I go in with my angle brush. It's just easier for me that way. The liner that I use, I think I said this already, is the Inglot 77 gel liner, one of my absolute favorite gel liner. I love this liner. I'm going to go back into the dark brown eyeshadow, and I'm using the angle brush, and I'm just going to create a more defined cut crease. And of course, we want to go in and blend that as well. Next, I'm going to move on to mascara. So I'm going to apply some mascara to my top lashes, and then I'm going to apply some false lashes because no Nicki Minaj look would be completed without falsies. So the lashes that I'm using, they kind of have a winged out effect to them. Now that the eyes are completed, we're going to move on to the rest of the face. So I'm going to use a concealer that is it's about the same shade as my skin tone. And I'm just going to use this to help to cover my dark circles because, girl, I need some sleep. I haven't gotten any sleep. So now I'm going to use the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade, I believe this is Ginger, and it's a few shades lighter than my skin tone. I'm using this to highlight. I know it looks a little crazy right now, but everything's going to look, you know, nice once it's all finished. So I'm just going to use a damp beauty blender sponge just to blend that out. So the NARS concealer, it's a bit on the thick side. I only like using it under my eyes. So I'm going to go in with the MAC Pro Longwear concealer that is a few shades lighter, and I'm just going to go ahead and highlight the rest of my face. So I place it on my chin, by my cupid's bow, forehead, and down my nose. I already have a highlight and contour video. You guys can check it out. It's pretty much the same thing I'm doing. For my contour, I like to use cream. I find that they're easy to work with. I'm using the AJ Crimson Cream Foundation, and of course, I'm having a moment, you guys. And then I'm using the Real Techniques brush to do my contour and to carve out the cheekbones, and I apply it on my forehead and down the side of my nose. Then I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender sponge just to blend out that line because we're not going to leave it because it looks crazy. Next, I'll be taking one of my favorite powders. This is the Ket Cosmetics translucent powder, and I like to place this under my eyes just to brighten it up. And then I'm going to go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour powder, and I'm using the brush that I'm using, I believe it's from Quo, so it's an angled contour brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and contour just to get a more defined contour. Now I'm going to do a little bit of baking and cooking, so I'm going to apply the Sasha Cosmetics Buttercup powder, and I'm just going to place it in the areas that I highlighted. Now I'm gonna let this powder sit on my face for about 10 to 15 minutes and let it cook. And yeah, I was being a little extra, you guys. Now I'm going to add a tiny amount of mascara onto my bottom lashes, and then I'm going to dust away all that excess powder because it needs to go. We're done cooking and baking. And then I'm going to go into my MAC Studio Fix powder just to set everything, and I don't want my face to look like, you know, white, so I'm just going to apply a little powder on my face. And then I applied some blush. The blush that I use is Peaches, and now we're going to make the cheeks nice and glowy. So I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow, and I'm going to apply it to the highest point of my cheekbones using this Beach Cosmetics fan brush. I also placed that highlighter on the tip of my nose, down my nose, and then I'm going to go in with some MAC Fix Plus Spray. It is my favorite. I'm obsessed with this. I always have to apply this all over my face. It's not to set the makeup, but it does give my makeup a nice refreshed look, and it's not powdery, so yeah, I'm here for it. Now we're going to move on to the lips. I'm going to line my lips with the Lip Pencil Cork by MAC. And today's lipstick is the Viva Glam Nicki, the first one, and I'm just going to use a lip brush to apply it. You guys, you know what? I really suck at applying lipstick like from the tube. I have to use a lip brush. I don't know why. And I'm going to apply some of the MAC Germain lipstick on top, and then I'm going to go in with a lip gloss. I'm not exactly sure which one it is, but I will put it in the description bar down below. And the Nicki look is completed. Moving on to the Beyonce inspired look. So for Beyonce's look, we're going to keep it more on the soft glam side. Now the first thing we're going to do is fill in the brows. I'm going to use a brow duo powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills to fill in my brows. Beyonce's brows are a lot lighter than mine, so I'm going to take this product by Sleek Makeup, and I'm just going to go over my brows with it just to make my brows a bit lighter. Taking the eyeshadow Caramel from Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm going to pop that into my crease, and I'm just going to blend it back and forth, kind of circular motion. And then I'm also going to go into the eyeshadow Saddle by MAC, and I'm also going to place that into the crease with a smaller blending brush. In the music video Feel It Myself, Beyonce looked like she had kind of like a gold shimmery, almost like a glossy eyelid look. So I'm going to go ahead and use this light gold eyeshadow, and I'm just going to place this all over my crease, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend this out a bit as well. For the inner corner of my eyes, I'm going to place the eyeshadow Lemon Tart by MAC, and it's just going to brighten up the eyes a bit, and I'm using a pencil brush. Now the look that I'm creating, it's from the scene where her and Nicki were facing each other, and she didn't seem like she had a wing liner, but I'm going to darken up my lash line a bit because I'm going to add some falsies. So I'm using the Inglot gel liner just to darken the lash line, and then I'm going to go in with some mascara and apply it all over my lashes. And I'm going to use some pretty natural lashes today. I believe these are the Ardell 120 lashes, and I'm going to place them as close to the lash line and go in with a lash curler. Now it was really hard to see Beyonce's makeup throughout the video, but from the close-up that I saw, it seemed like she had a nude liner in her waterline, so I applied a nude liner in my waterline as well. And I'm going to take that same gold eyeshadow, and I'm just going to place it along my bottom lash line, and then I'm going to apply some mascara to the bottom lashes as well. Okay, you guys, how easy was that eye look? Really easy, right? So now we're going to move on to the rest of the face. I'm going to use the MAC Pro Long Concealer in the shade NC42 to do some highlighting. So I'm not going to go as bright with the highlight. I'm going to keep it more on the natural side, I guess, for me. So I'm going to apply it under my eyes, down my nose, on my chin area as well. And I'm going to blend that out with the Damp Beauty Blender sponge. To slim down my face a bit, I'm going to do some contouring, so it's not going to be as like full on like how the other look was. So I'm just applying it at the hollows of my cheek just to slim it down, and of course I'm going to blend that out. Now to set the highlighted areas, I'm going to use a powder to set it, because if I don't, I will look like one hot greasy ass mess. So I'm going to apply the Sasha Cosmetics Buttercup powder, and I'm just using a small amount of it and in the areas that we highlighted, and of course I'm going to dust away all that excess powder. To get my skin looking nice, refreshed, and glowy, I'm going to go in with some MAC Fix Plus Spray, and I'm going to drench and bathe myself in it. Then I'm going to apply some bronzer because Beyonce's skin looked really nice and bronze and glowy. So I'm going to apply some bronzer all over my face, and I'm using a big powder brush. To make the skin look nice and glowy, I'm going to go in with the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow and Matte Gold Deposit. So I apply the gold deposit first, and then I go ahead and apply the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow on top, and I'm using a fan brush. This one is from Quo Cosmetics, and look at that glow. And I'm going to apply some down my nose, and yeah, you guys know the drill because I did that in the first part of the video. So now we're going to move on to the lips. So I'm going to line the lips with this berry shade lip pencil. Guys, I was having the hardest time with this lippy because everything I put on looked look super bright red. So I finally went with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I believe this is Craft and Pure Hollywood. That's not what I'm applying right now, but I applied in the end of the video. So that was the first choice that I went with. Didn't like it, tried to make it look matte, didn't like how it looked, and then I changed it to Craft and what the end result is, and I'm taking a selfie. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Please thumbs it up if you like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. I love you guys. Bye.